Hello everyone. In this video, I want to go through a quick introduction to Emmet abbreviations. What are Emmet abbreviations? So basically, when we're using a code editor in HTML language, we create HTML elements by creating an opening tag and then writing the closing tag, like a div, for example. Then we can go inside this element and add one or more paragraphs. So we have to write the full opening and closing tag. Sometimes we even need more than one element. For example, inside another element, so we have an unordered list, and we probably need more than one list item, so we have to open and close an li element and then copy and paste and write it a couple of times. So that's one way to manually write the full opening and closing tags and then copying and pasting a lot. So there is a better, quicker way to do this through Emmet abbreviations. So what are Emmet abbreviations? So Emmet abbreviations is a built-in feature in most of the code editors out there that enable us to use CSS selector syntax to describe the elements that we need to create, and then we can use this shortcut or shorthand syntax to quickly create these elements without having to write the full opening and closing tags. That means that I can write just the element of the tag, just div, and then press tab to quickly let the Emmet abbreviation system create the opening and closing tag. And then, of course, I can go inside here. I can press the name of the tag, P, press tab, and then create this element. And that's actually much faster. So non-ordered list, and then li, and of course I can still copy and paste by using some of the code editors shortcuts for quickly copying and pasting a line. But there is an even faster way to create these multiple, these nested structures and these multiple elements. So let's go and find out about some Emmet abbreviation operators. So I will take a look at the child operator. So we can use the child operator to nest elements inside each other. So for example, when we create a div and we use the child operator, we say that we want to create a div, and within that div we want another paragraph element. So that will create a div with a paragraph, nested paragraph elements inside it. That's one way that we can do it. Then let's say an unordered list with an li element nested within it. So ul with a nested li. And of course we can go as deep as we want. So we want like main element with a nested div element with a nested paragraph and so forth, and maybe a nested anchor tag. So that will create a main HTML element, a div inside it, a paragraph inside that div, and then an anchor tag. So you can see that we have like this full structure in just a few keystrokes. Okay, let's go and see another nice handy Emmet operator. There are many to discover on this page. You'll find the link on the description below. The one I want to show is the multiplication operator. So with the multiplication, we can write multiple elements at once. So if I want a div, I can write div and press tab. If I want two divs, I can multiply by times 2, and then this will create two divs. So this will create two divs. If I want 20 divs, I will just multiply by 20 and then press enter, and I will have 20 divs. Now, what's even better than this is that we can have like a div with nested elements, and using the multiplication operator, we can add multiple paragraphs within another element. So we can combine these Emmet operators to quickly create a div with nested paragraphs times 5, times 3, or whatever number we need to use. And also we can combine this. So I probably would like to create two unordered lists. So ul times 2. Each one will have nested li elements, 5 nested li elements. So times 5, and this will create two unordered lists. Each one will have like 5 li elements, and that's pretty handy in structures like this. And of course, you can use this in structures that oftentimes need more like nested elements like a table that has, I don't know, like 5 table rows, and then each table row has, let's say, 5 table cells or 5 table columns. So this will create a table with 5 rows and 5 columns in each of these rows, and that's pretty handy. Also, when Emmet like creates this structure, it puts the cursor immediately in the first element, so we can start writing, and then just by pressing tab, we can quickly move to the next highlighted element. You can see this gray line. So I don't have I don't need to use my mouse. I can just press tab and then go inside of these elements one by one and fill in the content. That's just the tip of the iceberg. We have a lot of operators and a lot of really handy utilities and operators that we can use with the Emmet abbreviations. So make sure to go through the documentation, play around, and learn all about these handy operators so you can write your HTML faster. Thanks for watching. See you.